Well, g'day there, podcaster.
Hey, I got a little bonus bit. Haven't done a bonus bit for a while, which is a story that doesn't really fit on the radio for whatever reason. But I remember you had lots of little bonus bits after your travels.
Overseas travel does tend to lead to lots of bonus bits.
Yeah, and so I had a little trip there, and this one's just not really right for the radio, I don't think. But,
Because of the nature of the content? Or...
Yeah, it's not a very fun story, but it's
great.
it's just this fat American family.
Yeah.
So I did this bus tour. We did a lot of bus tours.
Good start, bit of weight shame.
No,
and casual racism, kind of.
I don't think you'd be racist towards Americans.
Okay. You bloody lefty woke bloody. You can't say fat American anymore.
Oh, no, I
Literally, these guys.
support
No,
it.
these guys were like. So there was there was a family, but then the mum and dad had like shirts with like eagles on and like cargo pants, and they
full
had
American.
They had the walking sticks that some people have like in the Himalayas, but they were like
wow.
walking through London.
Whoa.
And they're like, "Come on, guys, we're gonna get on the bus here. Come on!" And like the bus was so cramped. It was one of those like top deck
Yep.
tours. And they sort of take you around and you listen to the
Yep.
and like there was no space on the bus. And so that it just annoys me, those sticks. I'm like, they're not helping anyone walk.
Yep.
Like,
They
what?
might need them.
I don't think they. How's that helping though? I'm like, yeah, obviously they would struggle a bit, but I don't think the big sticks are helping the situation too
Yeah.
much. And like all their kids were just they looked like if we were filming a skit then
Yep.
and we were like pretending to be an American kid,
They
that's what they
looked
were
like
doing.
that,
Like
yeah.
they had like aviators that were kind of shiny on and like backwards caps and stuff. And there was people from all around the world on this bus, and they just came in and they were so loud. Like I could hear them. I was trying to listen to the thing like, and here we have Tower Bridge, and that they're in there like, okay, we got a spot back there. Can you get back there, Brad? All right, kids, find a spot wherever you can.
I remember, I've told the story on air once, but just quickly, I remember being in Tokyo, and they got rid of this now because they think it's too dangerous. So I'm glad I got to do it, but they do like live Mario Kart, so they get you in actual
Yeah.
go-karts and you drive around the streets of Tokyo like
They can't do it anymore.
No,
right?
they got rid of it. No, and you do it with the actual traffic, which when you think about it, is super dangerous because you're so low in a go kart
Yeah.
and you'll get dressed up. It was fun. You get dressed up as like your favorite.
Imagine-
I was dressed up as Frieza from Dragon Ball Z.
Imagine dying dressed as like Princess Peach or
Yeah,
something. You
yeah.
get scattered across a Tokyo
And the
road.
whole thing, it was an amazing experience, but it was kind of ruined by this American family that were also on the tour. And the dad at the front, so everyone could see the driver. There was like one driver you followed. Everyone could see him very clearly. You could hear him very clearly. But the American took it upon himself to start to lead the tour group. And he was doing like militant hand signals. He was like,
What?
stop one time, stop. And he was like, and then the
See.
son was like kind of copying the dad, and they were passing it down the group as if we couldn't hear what the driver was saying. They are the worst.
So look, yeah, that's the thing. I'm saying there's 300 million American people, something
Yep.
like that, and there's a lot of lovely ones, but then you also sometimes there's American tourists and their families, and they can really tend
Yep.
to ruin a tour.
Yeah.
And that's just the experience I had. So there was these kids in front, and the brother was saying, I don't know, 13, and then his little brother was like 8, and the older brother punched the younger brother in the guts so hard that it like knocked the wind out of him.
Were
And
they
he
just having a fight?
like, it just was out of nowhere because I was watching it. I was like, "What the hell just happened?" And the kid like was like, like dropped. It literally like it would have hurt this poor kid so much. He dropped to his knees and was completely winded.
Yeah.
And then the American dad was like, "Hey, what'd you do that for?" And like pointed his big stick, his big fat walking stick at the other kid. He was like, "Dad, what the f***? He stepped on my trainers." And I was like, "Oh my god, if my kid did that to him," you know what I mean? Like, I just would.
That is wild.
I know your siblings fight and stuff, but I would be mortified if my kid.
They are a different breed. Like I do
Yeah.
feel like
I'm
Americans.
sure.
they do have-
Did you
there's
get
feral
like
kids in Australia, but
Did you get a sneaky photo?
I didn't. I wish I did. But do you know what I mean? This is not a fun radio story, but this is
No,
more
no.
just like I was just annoyed by this group. But
Oh,
I was just
yeah.
like, and I was like, punish your kid. They seemed like so okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm like, if he's doing that to his brother on this
Yeah.
bus in front of everyone, like, what's he going to grow up? Like, what's he doing at
Yeah.
school? What's he going to grow up like?
Like,
So what I did is I stood up and socked that kid, that 14-year-old kid. I punched him in the guts. So
to me,
hard.
it sounds like they sound like Tom Hanks' son.
Yeah, Chet.
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 Chet Hanks.
Chet
Oh,
Hanks.
that's right.
So you got at me for saying Americans before, Bill, but I mean, that guy's actually racist. Like he's got the whole, he had the cultural appropriation with the
Indian
Indian
head,
head, and then he was just arguing it to the grave. And
Yeah,
then
he was
you
like,
just know Tom Hanks would just be like,
he
just
came
shut
out
up,
and
Chet.
didn't he come out and say like, oh well, why can everyone else dress up like they're
No.
going snowboarding or something?
Yeah,
Didn't he say
He
that?
said, well, brown people like go skateboarding, and that's appropriating white culture. And it was like, Chet, just shut up, dude. Shut up. Like, and he's like always on a jet ski, and he's got some shitty tattoo on his chest, and you're like, Tom Hanks seems like a nice man. It's like, why did he have to have a Chet?
Well, I guess because you raised his kid with money.
Yeah,
Well, this is true.
Well,
But this family, I
apologies
mean,
if-
like, I suppose you'd be pretty cooked as well if your parents were using walking sticks to go on tours around the place.
any American people listening,
Oh,
I'm
Liam
sorry
said though.
that
Liam
Liam hates
said
you.
not
Oh,
all
and-
Americans, but a lot of them. There's the stereotype for the Americans for a reason.
Oh,
Yeah.
there would be, just like, I'm sure Americans go, these bogan Australians.
Yeah.
Are like,
Yeah.
well,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I reckon
totally.
if you're an American, you're like, I know the family you're talking about.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw the sticks, I'm like, I was actually laughing at them. And then the bus pulled up, and I'm like, oh no, they're getting on the bus.
All right. See ya.
Good bit.